Hello, everyone. My name is Dylan Walker with Yahoo Esports. Today, I am joined by corn-fed Midwestern Wade Dreadnaught Penfold. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Dread, we are here in a top secret location, completely undisclosed, on the West Coast, probably in Orange County, probably Newport Beach. We saw some cool stuff today. Chromie, Medivh, new rank changes. What are you most excited about so far?
Definitely going to be the new rank changes. Only because I feel like that not only is healthy for the competitive aspect, but just overall, I think it will promote the game in a positive way at almost every level. For every player, I think it's just a huge change, which has been needed for a very long time.
You know who I saw walking around here is I feel as if he's your European counterpart, Bakery. Do you guys have like a rivalry? It's like NA poster boy, EU poster boy.
I don't know if I'd say it's like a rivalry. Definitely a friendship. We get along a lot. We have kind of the same views on the game. And if we don't, I think we have a really healthy way to discuss kind of all of it a lot of the time. And I guess we just get along really well.
So, what's up next for Dread on the docket here?
It's going to be Dreamhack Austin is going to be my next go-to casting event.
Okay, so I gave Gilly a pop quiz a minute ago, and she was able to name all 40 players that are going to be a DreamHack Austin.
No way.
Can you do that?
Did she do that?
Yeah, she did it perfectly. She also named every single talent at Abathur, every talent on every tier. Are you at that level yet?
I'm not. I'm actually. Some of the other casters are definitely a lot better, not only at the individual stories than I am, but they're better at like the names of spells and things. Those are kind of the infancy that I was kind of discussing a little bit earlier that you see from me as a caster. Like, for instance, Luna Flare for the longest time. Like, as a pro player, you don't call it Luna Flare. You call it just like Tron to Stun. Right. So it's like the stuns coming out, and so it's the minor things, or major, depending on like what kind of audience you are. That I have to heavily work on. So no, I cannot do that. I could tell you competitively what's relevant build-wise and map prioritization and regional gaps and differences, but I could not tell you every player like on every roster exactly.
So now you should not have brought up that you can talk about regional gaps. You want to tell me about some of that?
I mean,
right now, what are we seeing? Okay, let's talk about Austin.
Okay.
What do you think we're going to see at Austin compared to what you just saw at ESL in the UK?
Without a doubt, Kael'thas will be higher prioritization among a majority of the teams, even with the nerf to him recently. Sylvanas will be higher prioritization. Dahaka will be ran as a solo tank rather than a duo tank. Vikings will see almost no play unless it's on maps where they gain high prioritization like Towers of Doom. Outside of that, less Illidan than in Europe. And I don't think there's going to be, between those two regions, not a major gap currently outside of that.
So you're in the running, I would say, to cast the Summer Championship in Sweden. Are you predicting another Asian stomp?
Yes, I would argue that I don't think it will be as convincing in MVP Black's favor, but I do think the Asian scene will inevitably be 1 and 2. We don't. I would actually argue currently, right now, the only team that has an opportunity to maybe provide a large upset in their area would be Dignitas. I think internationally, I think they are right now probably the most convincing, largely because the roster apocalypse that kind of hit in North America and the instability it's kind of built in the scene has hurt us overall, which we saw happen to Europe before Katowice. So I think we're going to see the same trend. I think North America at the next qualifier will most likely be the weakest region. But
I didn't say it.
I don't want to say it. I just try to be honest from what I see, and if history repeats itself at all, or even kind of rhymes, it most likely will be the case.
All right, well, I am sure I will bother you later this week at DreamHack in Austin. Thanks for talking to me, and for everybody else, this is Yahoo Esports.